What's up, Jabroni? Steven here. Welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we are hopping into Person Adventures episode number 6, The High Road. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon, full, uncut, unedited reactions over there if you want them, when you want them, all that good stuff over there. Episodes early, fully uncut, unedited. You guys know, over there on Patreon you can get all that good stuff. So, last episode, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't recall how much I enjoyed the episode, but I don't think I enjoyed it all that much. My mouse is not working. What has happened? This mouse is working. Oh no, I think the battery died on my mouse. All right, so last episode I thought was I wanted to bring this up here so you guys can see. Bury the Lead. I thought it was an okay episode, honestly. Maybe not even okay. I just thought it was what made it like interesting was the ending. Some of the action scenes were pretty cool, but the ending, I think, with the reveal of who HR is was pretty cool, I guess. Maybe, I don't know if it's pretty cool. It's cool that we have the person that's HR now, but it wasn't as great as it could have been, because the reveal, I feel, was a reveal that was cool for that episode, but it wasn't like an overall reveal. Like, it would have been like a reveal, oh, who is HR, and it was somebody that we've seen before. Like, if HR was the what's the name of the girl, the PR girl, trying to blank on her name, but you guys know the girl that was in the last episode. Let me bring her up. This is the kind of quality content you get here, guys. Me looking over, what's her name, where is she, this girl, what's her name? Why am I trying to blank on her name? Let me rewind here.
Morgan?
Yeah, her. What's her name?
You dated Zoe.
Zoe, there we go, her. I think it would have been a cooler reveal if she was HR. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense whatsoever, but it would have been cool. All right, my mouse is better. But nonetheless, it wasn't her. It was some dude that I can't even remember if we've seen him before. Let me make sure everything's
You're being watched.
So, I don't know. The episode I thought was okay. I think I gave it like a 7, which is a fine score. 7 to me means good. Just borderline good. Like really good gets an 8. Great, 9, and essentially amazing is a 10. You guys already know that. But yeah, let's hope that this mouse is good and everything works out, because we're about to hop in here, have a good time. Like, comment, subscribe. Pretty much. Here we go. Why is that odd?
No anomalies that I can see.
Why did it show her to us?
She's about to die.
Must be a bug. I'll go over the code again, see if I missed something.
Right? The machines are... Oh no, this is the girl that he falls for. That's the girl, right? That's the girl that he fell in love with? That's weird. Why would the machine have pointed that out?
Ah, there. Car, free and clear.
So we found the most boring man in New York.
See the black smudges in your air vent? Your motor's fried.
Row seats for Mom's birthday? Pretty awesome, right?
Why was it so
Well, how about this then?
undercover about it?
Thank you.
All right, Finch, this guy's a saint.
I'm not so sure.
I took a closer.
Zoe? Hey, Zoe. Cool.
John.
Will you be my wife?
I don't think you should lead with that, because then if she thinks it's real, you know, I don't think we should lead with that. I think we should maybe do it differently. But, you know, just hey, I'm working a job where you like to play husband-wife.
Dog.
We look like spies. I don't know. We don't look like we just moved into this house. We look like we're Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Actually, I wanted to thank Ms. Morgan for offering her services.
You then?
That was easy.
Oh shit, man! You're such a dumb. He's like, he doesn't know how to socially act with other people.
Car earlier. Thing of beauty.
You've been living a good, clean life for 15 years. Your past is about to catch up with you. That does make some sense. DNA, okay. You really are. So just regular poker. A lot less fun.
That job they got busted on, Vaughn shot an unarmed guard. He's dangerous.
Thanks for your help, Carter.
It took him 3 years to find you. Damn.
Sucks about the car, Lloyd. Nice running into you today, though.
Yeah, Connie's still shaken up about the car fire. And for all we know, it could be a couple of teenagers.
How are we doing, Harold?
Why would a couple of
Almost finished,
teenagers?
boss. Okay, if Weiler's old crew attempt to gain access to the house, we'll see them coming.
Whatever it is, we'll figure it out together.
I'll be back in a few hours.
See, I would probably lie and be like, I owe some. Nah, then you make her worried.
Where are you headed?
Catching a train into the city.
I'm meeting a client there. Let me give you a lift. Save you some time.
Used to just look out for myself. I look out for Connie and Izzy. Nothing I wouldn't do for them.
Hell?
Weiler's past threatens not only his life, but his marriage.
It's rare to find someone you can depend on.
Hey, the same girl.
It's her again. So you found something interesting on Grace Hendricks?
No. Is she connected to anyone else in the park? I thought I fixed this.
Got somebody watching your family. Oh, what the fuck? He got the necklace. That means you weren't here in the
lovely
room.
Next time we take something with a heartbeat.
What are you doing?
They threatened his family. Take him down.
Can you take it easy instead? Broad daylight, John. We're 2 blocks away from my precinct.
These guys need to go away for a long time, Carter.
Then catch them in the act. Right now, all we've got is conspiracy to commit. Watch this family forever to make sure they listen.
And I'll break a couple kneecaps, you know. You know what I do. Carter, come on now.
Tomorrow, 10 p.m. We'll pick you up at that intersection.
Maybe he's... Alright, he should walk in and be like, hey. Are you...
Be there, Lloyd.
You got a decision to make.
What's that decision? He's gonna have to do the fucking job. It is not... Oh, shit. Sorry. Gotta go with my chair. I mean, help them with the job and then you stay. Like, you know what I mean? Why do you have to go as well? I don't know, man. Then have to get caught. I don't know, man. It's a lot of money, probably. Where do I know that actor from? The other dude.
Heck, I'm sure. Let's go, boys.
I'm not going in. Fuck that. He knows what they're gonna do to him. That's cool. Would have been cooler to like actually hear him cracking a little bit of it, not just because that sound effect was
Already
pretty,
inside, Mr. Reese.
or lack of
I need
sound.
to see just how encrypted their system is, so give me a moment.
Morgan, he's expecting you and your friend.
I know. You missed me.
Oh my Jesus!
My friend and I are on our way up.
What is my man thinking about to go down? Said he has a.
Say I was.
Savannah, an exotic dancer.
Okay, nice. Hey man, you can still be an exotic dancer.
Sorry, Rupert. Slight change of plans.
Now what are you gonna do? Propel down? Yep. Okay. No hesitation. What's happening here? Propelling down.
How's it coming, Finch?
Scanning all the devices in Mr. Cleric's.
My man is like, so cool. My man's John Wayne Batman. He's like,
Go check that out now.
could just be somebody. Are we at the we in the penthouse? No. Could just be somebody upstairs.
I missed you, Lloyd. Wish I could say the same.
Finch, I think that's your cue.
Sending an audio file to the surround sound system.
I was gonna say just
Might get
blast some
loud.
music.
You ruined my life, so you could start yourself a new one. I can't. This has to end.
If you pull that trigger, then Graham Wyler, the man you really are, dies with him.
I knew you didn't have it in you.
Hit him with the gun.
You were always.
Oh, never mind. We gotta go.
A better man. Keep moving. There's not much time.
Who are you?
Your ride home.
I left a note telling her everything. Who I was. Connie and Izzy forget that everything they know about me is a lie.
Not everything.
The last 15
What
years.
they mean to you, that's real.
Judge didn't think I was a danger to society, so I get to pay my debt mowing the lawn.
Graham, the washer's making that noise again.
He's on house arrest.
One vanilla cone. Yes, please. Even in January, I always keep a few of these for when you come by.
Am I really that predictable?
No, you just don't deny yourself small pleasures.
You may be the first person that ever told me that.
Nothing wrong with it. You only live once, right?
Hello?
All right. Well, that was episode number 6, The High Road. I enjoyed that episode. I thought it was pretty good. I'd probably give it like an 8. You know, it was not like the stakes weren't as high for our dynamic duo or anyone kind of involved with that, but I thought the case itself was interesting. I mean, it was kind of cliche in the sense that we've seen it before. Like, they're not cliche, just it's a case we've seen before. Somebody got out, changed their identity, tried to be something else, they get found. It's something we've seen before. But just because we've seen it before doesn't mean it's bad. The execution was pretty good. What I honestly, this is probably one of the first episodes where I feel we could have milked it for more than just the one episode. And what I mean by milk is, I mean, we didn't really get to know the bad guy really at all. He was evil, but I would have loved to have, I don't know how you can actually milk it into a 2-parter or something, but like, I just felt like we could have explored more of the family aspect of the guy. Like, it felt like it could have been a mini movie. Very generic, very basic movie, but I enjoyed it and I thought it was executed as well as a story like this could be executed. The Zoe John thing, we didn't even use much of that really. We didn't even do anything with that. They're flirting, but it's like flirting that doesn't appear to be leading anywhere. It doesn't like it's every time we see them together, it's like, oh, we're in the same spot we were last time. It doesn't really push their relationship in any kind of direction. It was cool to see the flashback with with Finch and the girl that he met. I thought that was interesting. I thought what we were gonna see at the beginning, I thought maybe we were gonna see the moment when when he realizes the machine can predict who's going to die and all that, but I guess he hasn't seen that yet. And I don't know if we'll ever actually see that with the machine, but it's interesting that the machine has a conscience, almost like a consciousness, because it's setting him up. It set him up with the person that he married, because right, he married her, right? So the machine wanted him to find love, which is intriguing. So yeah, I enjoyed the episode. I thought it was pretty good. When it's a basic episode, if it's done where it in an interesting way and I care enough about the story, then I'm all in. And I guess that's the thing about this show and mostly any kind of show, which when it comes to the procedurals, is if you care about the case and the case is fun enough, even if it's basic, but you care about the case, or it's a case that although it's been done plenty of times, it's like a formula that doesn't get old for me. If it's handled well enough, I'll enjoy it if the acting is good, if the story is written well enough. And I think that's what it is for me, which is why certain episodes land with me and certain ones don't, and certain ones land with you guys and not with me. It's because of that whole aspect of, do you like the case that we're doing? Example, the one with the Brazilian ambassador. It's a case that we've kind of seen before, but it just didn't land with me. Even though it's a case we've seen before, I just wasn't as intrigued with that one as I was with this one. And they're both kind of on similar basic levels. I just thought that this one was handled better, the pacing was a bit better, and I cared about the outcome. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I didn't want the guy to die. Actually, in this small portion of time, I actually grew to like the guy, and I grew to actually care what happened to him. I would have just loved to have seen more about the villain. I've seen that actor in other things, so I would have loved to have seen more of that, and we didn't really grab his story in any way. He's just a bad guy who they pulled a job, and we didn't get anything about that. But other than that, I thought the episode was pretty good. I'd give it a nice 8. Let's break it down. We start in the past where the machine is essentially, we're practicing, we're training the machine. How he said, before I can teach the machine to find bad people, I have to teach the machine about people. So we're teaching the machine. We meet the girl that essentially he will marry here, where the machine is targeting her, and he's like trying to figure out, oh, what's going on? What's the reasoning for this? Is she in danger? Like, he's trying to figure out what is happening. Turns out there is nothing, so he just thinks it's just a bug in the machine. We hop down to modern day. There's a little comedy aspect in the beginning when it comes to the donut thing. Nasty. And then we meet the family man. Turns out he's a really good dude. He appears to be doing some shady stuff. And then turns out, no, he just wanted concert tickets. So, pretty basic guy. Then we see John having a hard time in the suburbs when it comes to living undercover because, he's a guy in a car and a suit parked in front of a girl's soccer game, I think, and that looks bad. So, the cop shows up. Finch figures out, hey man, you gotta go undercover. We gotta put you undercover. He goes and he proposes to Zoe. Zoe comes here, homeboy here that's cutting the moment that cutting the thing is very looking extra hard here. I don't even understand the purpose of him. Like, what's up, buddy? Yeah, look, okay. You just looking at me extra hard. So we meet them. They're nice. They're regular people. We start to talk to the Lloyd guy. Actually, at this point, did we figure out that he's living a dead man's life? Not yet. All right, so we're getting to know him. He's been with her for about 12 years or so. They met him at a concert. So it wasn't like he left the job for her and his wife. He left the job because he knew it was going to be super dangerous. So we get a postcard thing, which is pretty cool. We get John and Zoe, which wouldn't this have been more fun if it was strip poker and like Zoe was just whooping his ass and we just see John like down to the undies? Like, it would have been a more fun thing. This playing poker isn't as fun. I don't know. It wasn't funny. They didn't really do anything funny with it. I think if it was like a strip poker and John was maybe overconfident and then he got his ass whooped, I don't know. But we just didn't do nothing with this. It was just, we're playing poker. Cool. I don't know. It wasn't bad. I just thought we could have really done something fun with that. We see this guy run into Lloyd and the thing. We look up Lloyd. Turns out Lloyd is a guy that the main guy died. Oh, wait, no. Finch already found out that the dude died. We're trying to figure out who he actually is. We find out that his name is Lloyd. His new name is Graham. No, his old school name is Lloyd. His new name is Graham. We see that he used to work with this. He was like a robbery guy. He essentially would rob some things. Never was able to be connected to it. Somebody lights his car on fire. Things are escalating very quickly. He's looking scared. He decides to put a security system because that's what John does, quote unquote, like what he does. He yells at his wife here in anger. I guess it's like the first time he's already done that. John pretends he's going to the city. Drives him there. We see the wife get angry. Zoe decides, you know what, I'm gonna go help her out, talk to her. Because that's what Zoe does. She's a talker. She, this is what she does for a living, gets people out of jams. We then hop back in flashback times where we see my man talking to the machine again, trying to train it. And for some reason, the machine again sees the one girl that he's gonna marry, and it's like this connection. We go to the bar. They're pulling a heist. They need him to do it. They quote unquote don't want to kill him. They need him to do another job. Nice little banter with Carter and Finch and Reese. Don't really have anything really for Carter this episode. Really, no Lionel either. So it looks like John's about to go whoop some ass. He just puts a tracker on the car. The Graham or Lloyd guy, he decides to leave a note. He's bailing. He's gonna go do the job. Help out, his buddies or his ex-buddies. And he knows he's gonna die. Right? He has to, because as soon as the mask thing, his response is like, "Oh man, must have been a common mistake." Like he knows that they're screwing him over. Nonetheless, we do the whole thing. He's cracking the safe. Zoe has somebody that she can get that likes her, that they can get in. The exotic dancer thing was funny. We could have probably milked that a little bit too. We didn't. We get the camera. John beats up one of the guys, puts on the mask. And let's see. Once the dude opens the safe, who's gonna kill him? Fight happens. The Lloyd dude is about to blow his head off just to protect his family. John essentially says, "Don't do it. If you do it, you're like, your past is now your present. Like it's not gonna go away. You're gonna have it always over your shoulder. Always gonna be there. You're gonna go to jail because now it's murder. It's like a whole thing." He convinces him not to do it, and then when they're about to escape, he decides to turn himself in. Doesn't want to hide anymore. Doesn't want to do like all this stuff. But then again, he still takes the guy's name later. Like he still keeps the guy's name. I guess he didn't get arrested. He didn't go to jail. He gets on house arrest because I guess he gave all the information to put the other people away. John helped out the way he could. Zoe and John have another night in the thing. And then we see just back in the past where he's, getting ice cream. And I think, is it the machine that sent him this, right? The machine sent him this, right? Looking at his phone here. Subject identified. Yeah, the machine sent him this in a very old school phone. And the machine is essentially saying, "Hey man, this is your girl. Go talk to her." And that's the episode. Like I said, a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was great or anything, but I thought it was a solid 8. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Head over to Patreon, full, uncut, unedited reactions over there if you want them. If you don't, that's cool. You can get episodes here whenever they show up. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to talk to you guys